We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New York Jets.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Following the interception here, Rivers. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Rivers now. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jets 0. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Rivers. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Pass complete,
No gain on the play.
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. No. Keep it skinny. Under crunch. Check. Red. Check hot.
The give to Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Hey, Rocket. He's scared. Watch out. Tight dog.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
180. Skip this. White. Rush in.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
The extra point.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help them out a little bit.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Check the hot read. Check. Watch the eye. Check.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And it is now 21-0.
Is good. Makes the score Colts 21, Jets nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the ground, this is Kamara. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
1-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stay with your man. Single, 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 single.
Play action. It's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Let's
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
9 yards. It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. I got you, Pop. 42's the mic. 42's the mic. Blue Dan. Blue Dan. Mike 42. Mike 42.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's 40. Lady. Mike's 42. Come up the ball. Huh? Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from Cal, Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
I think this is one of the great stories that we have in sports. Ashton Davis was really a track and field athlete for most of his youth. Walked on at Cal to become a football player, and now finds himself in the NFL. Highly skilled, terrific body control, can flat out run. Remember, they have Marcus May and Brian Poole near the end of their contracts. Ashton Davis was a big-time pickup for the Jets in the 2020 draft.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, it's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Catch there by Jamison Crowder. 78 catches, 833 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 2019. Operates very well out of the slot. One of the niftier receivers in the league.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now they are going for it. Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down.
Incomplete.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. And he stopped immediately there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
On third down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yards he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
At the 47-yard line.
On second and very short, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
4th down.
Mike check 33. 33. Hey, defense, let's go.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now he'll pull it down, and he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. His kick is right through.
Makes the score Colts 28, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Again, it's Taylor. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Taylor, the
Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts.
7-yard line.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check 50, check 50. Turn 80.
They'll run with Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Number 82,
Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
Is good.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Oh, here we go. 9-5-4. Switch. Show it up. Check 3. Hey, Delta.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. Campbell making the catch.
Rivers pass.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Number 53. Mike 53. Stop your whining. You. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Brian Poole. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Buying time to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
3rd and 11.
Now it's Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Got a man. It's Mims. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Let's get off the 20.
Darnold on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
What's tight? Tight as well. What's tight? Tight.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked picked off near the 29. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Following the interception here, Rivers got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin.
Rivers pass.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check. 57 the mic. 57 the mic.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. He's picked off near his own 48, and what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
51 the mic, boy, 51. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time. Slam, slam, slam.
Today's final score.
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for the Colts, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the